Good morning, guys, and welcome to the show. Fernando,
welcome to the show.
Contain your excitement. Today we have a 2015 Avalon in from, man, he made the drive from California. He's getting a full system, but let's take a look at what the factory looks like first, and then we'll hop over and take a look at what we're putting in. One of the really neat features about this car is this front area right here. Whole thing is a grill. All this mesh looking material. There's a speaker here. There's a provision for the center channel if it's JBL. And the door should be a 6x9. We'll find out soon enough. But look at this. This giant radio here is what we're taking out. The nice thing about it is this looks like an aftermarket radio for the most part. Granted, it has all this stuff happening to the left and right of it. They do make a dash kit. It's just this top piece here. The one downside to it is you can see like this has this nice brushed look. The dash kit is just gonna be piano black, which the customer is fine with. He wants the new radio. Hopping into the back, they have this really crappy tweeter provision here, which is like, yeah, so we're not going to be putting a speaker here. In the rear deck, speaker here and on the other side. If we hop into the trunk, it's much easier to see. There's a 6x9 there and a 6x9 over here. This is also, I think, where we're going to put the amplifier is in this area. We'll build a mount to go up underneath the package tray. Because for one, it is like the space from here to here is just huge. And also, there's really no room underneath the seats for the amplifier. At a quick glance, it looks like that's gonna be the spot to go with. As far as what's going in it, let's roll the intro and we'll take a look. Over on the table, we got a stack of goodies. As far as sound treatment and better performance through our speakers that we're gonna be putting in, we got a bunch of the Roadkill sound treatment that Fernando is gonna be putting in, along with fast strings. The amplifier is the new Audio Control D5-1300. This is the 5-channel with the DSP built into it. We're going full Morel. We have a set of the Virtu 602s, as well as the Tempo Ultra 692 Integras, which is the coaxial for the back. And then we'll be using some Stinger RCAs. He's gonna get the Kenwood dash cam and the corresponding radio to go with it, which is the DNR 997XR. So we're going for premium sound quality here. There'll be a bass knob in it as well. We'll be taking a closer look at all those products as we go through the install. But right now, we're gonna get the car dressed up, get the seat covers on, steering wheel covers on, start taking stuff apart, and just kind of figuring out all the little things that need to be done. So one thing that we do when we're doing a DSP, as you saw at the beginning when Fernando was in the car, he was taking measurements. These here. This is something that if you're going to be doing DSP work and it's not your car, or even if it is your car and you're going to be moving that seat, measure where the seat is. That way, when we're done, we'll be able to put the seat back into the same exact location it is now. He also went and measured all the speakers' distances, so we don't have to do that at the end. While you're in there, just get it all done.
It's time to install the 6x9s. Let me remove this back deck. Start from this corner right here. Use your metal panel tool. Just try to wiggle a little bit and this is gonna come out. It's only 3 clips for this panel. Grab your big plastic panel tool and just try to spray little by little. You'd need ultimate.
Fernando just let me know he has the rear deck removed. He's removed all the foam, the plastic, everything that was back here. And as we can see, we have this giant metal area here that is gonna flop around once we add in our subwoofer. We'll be adding sound treatment to all of this. While he's getting these out, let's go take a look at the speakers we're gonna put in, as well as the brackets it's gonna take to get them in there. These are the Tempo Ultra 692 Integras. For those of you unfamiliar with the Morel line, Integra basically means coaxial. You get an instruction sheet with a Morel sticker. These are using center point style technology where the tweeter is located in here inside where like a dust cap would be. 1.3 inch voice coil, which is really large for just a 6x9. We have a big magnet located here on the back. Steel basket, rubber surround. It has a 60 watt normal power handling with 140 watts of peak. And Morel does a wonderful job of giving you all those specifications in their owner's manual if you'd like to know more about it. In the box, you also find some mounting screws and some terminals for it. Here is that factory speaker, small neo magnet, plastic housing, 7-inch driver, foam here on the bottom. Our 6x9 is definitely going to be an improvement over it. To get these into the location, we're going to be using these brackets here, which is the 82, 51, 54 from Metro. One of the things I like that they've done on this is you see how thin it is compared to this. A lot of the times these brackets for the back get really tall and they make it really hard to get that rear deck back in. We will be doing fastenings on these, but it's foam, it makes it easy to pass over. The 6x9 will go in like this and bolt into the same hole pattern. As you can see, it's nice and thin. That fast ring will allow it to couple with the rear deck, pass all that air through, and we'll end up with a really nice mount. The 6x9 fast rings, model number RKFR69, they have the same 3 layers of foam. For this installation, we're only gonna need this outside layer here. The rest of the stuff we won't need.
The next step is gonna clean the back deck. It's not dirty, it's just a little bit of dust, but we're gonna clean it to make sure all the sound treatment properly installed.
The first layer of soundproofing is in. This is a much nicer panel now. The next step is to address the big rear deck and put something on that to make that more not flex as much. There is that giant piece of jute in there that will absorb most of that. We want to make it as rigid as we can.
Factory carpet is in. Now we're gonna add some fast rings. We're not gonna cut this because the speaker sits low and it's not gonna touch the plastic deck.
With everything in place, let's take a closer look before we put the rear deck back in. The jute is in place. The speakers are mounted. Roadkill is in nice. This will definitely improve the performance of these 6x9s. These are a lot bigger speaker than the little 7s that were in there. These are gonna move a lot more air. They're heavier. By doing everything that we've done to this, we've given them the best chance possible to sound really, really good.